What's up? What's good? What's litty with you today? I hope you guys are doing amazing. Welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Moon, and today we got a collective message for you guys. Please remember this won't resonate for everyone. But with that being said, let's find out what Spirit wants you guys to know today. Let's see. I'm already laughing. I know, I'm not supposed to laugh. No, I am. By the way, I'm not even going to deceive you and tell you that that's an orb, because it's not an orb. That's a piece of fluff in the light, by the way. I'm just saying. Oh, this is looking good. Okay, this is looking good. Okay, so I'm just laughing at myself, by the way. I was just making up this very silly song in my head on the way back here, but okay, whoever this message is for, we've got the divine matrix in the past energy. So this is telling me that you've been seeing a whole lot of signs. You've been seeing a whole lot of synchronies. You call them God incidences. Maybe you've been seeing some kind of miracles, right? You've been witnessing something very magical. Some of you could be very equipped at reading the matrix. You know, someone may have this flower of life symbol or this Metatron's cube symbol on them as well. Like tattooed, or you could have it in your home. I'm seeing it hanging on somebody's car, right? I'm also getting the name Jesse. It's very significant. I don't know why, but there's something in here for someone named Jesse. So yeah, what I'm seeing is you guys have really you tapped into the, not the matrix, you're in the divine matrix, right? So that's what this card is saying. We're going to clarify what's going on. This means that you are already tapped into this energy. So 00101110. Yes, you've made a lot of changes. You know, I feel like you are someone who's either about to step into your life's journey or you've already done it. Okay, you're on track for where you're supposed to go. Some of you could be about to embark upon a new endeavor, but like, if you notice, it's a train, right? So it's almost like you know, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, whatever higher power you salute to, has got you on some kind of train where it's like you're looking out the window of this train and you're just seeing signs after signs. You know, you might see a bird, you might see you know, angel numbers on the clock, on the train. Like, it's like you see a lot of synchronicities. Okay, someone may be a Gemini, but I'm just getting there's something going on where you don't have resistance toward what God is trying to do in your life, right? You are not resisting. So what does that mean? That means you're probably either in the process of embodying your the highest version of yourself or a higher version of yourself. Or some of you could already be embodying that, right? So I'm seeing that in the current energy, there's a lot about karma being released. Okay, we've got the Akashic records and the chamber of the violet flame. Violet flame. So the violet flame assists us to release karma. If you didn't know, it's an angelic flame that is now accessible to us that we can use on our journey of ascension. And yeah, I feel like for you guys are going through some kind of radical transformation, man. It's radical. And we got this contract on the bottom. Okay, so if you notice, like, the Akashic Records is filled with contracts that we've written for each other, with each other, you know, before we came to Earth. Even while these things can be rewritten, changed while we're even on Earth. But what this is telling me is that you guys actually are contracted to release some kind of karma. It could be coming up now. It could be coming up soon. Maybe some of you have been doing shadow work. Okay? But either way, it's like you're clearing out some old version of yourself. You're clearing out an old story. And I just felt my sacral chakra. It's almost like I heard it. I can feel that you guys are literally like purging out emotions that don't serve you anymore. We're so proud of you. Tell him, Froggy. We're so proud of you. We love you for that. We love you. And yeah. So yeah, you guys actually, you could be integrating, you know, even traumas from past lives is what I'm getting, or releasing trauma from past lives. Like, this is actually a really big deal. I don't know if some of you are going to experts to get this work done, or if you're doing this on yourselves, but it's massive, you know. And me and Froggy just have so much gratitude for you for doing that, for doing the work, for putting in the effort to liberate yourself, right? To free yourself. That's what you're doing. Reclaiming your power, expressing your truth, right? Some of you are getting ready to do this as well, right? But you're about to go on some kind of journey, right? There's this energy where you're moving on from something, and you're going towards freedom, right? And then this freedom, this karma that you're clearing, it's leading to this Merkaba activation. So shit, we might not see you tomorrow, gang. You might take off in your spaceship. But this is, in all seriousness, you know, it's possible. But what this is leading to is ascension, right? So you guys are about to go to a higher vibration. Hop in. We're going to higher vibrations. You're about to transcend past something. Okay, that's what's coming up for you. Now, that's not to say that what you're going through isn't, that's not to say that what you're going through is easy. All these little fluffs. I'm not going to even say they're orbs, like I said earlier. But yeah, you guys are going to be getting some kind of light body activation in the near future. All right. Because you're about to release some kind of karma, or you're in the process of doing that. So I'm getting, there could be like a lot of, you know, strange things occurring. Maybe your intuition is drawing you towards certain people, places, things. I'm hearing trust. You know, you've got to really trust in yourself at this time, and where your higher self is leading you, where it's guiding you. The decisions that you're making, you need to trust in your free will right now. Okay, so let's get a little bit more tea on what's going on with this karmic release. Yeah, this is stuff you've definitely been holding on to, okay? For some of you, I feel like this could even be family, you know, family trauma. And if this isn't you actively working through it, you may actually just be becoming aware that you have some kind of trauma, you know, from growing up, right? Most of us do. And if we sit there and say to ourselves, like, no, nothing's wrong, like, I'm getting it down there right now. Like, if we sit there and tell ourselves nothing is wrong and everything's perfect, well, we can do that. But what we're doing is avoiding ourselves, and we're avoiding our ascension, and we're slowing our ascension down. So, you know, on top of that, the card for the day that I pulled was actually this card. And it's just a word, right? It's creative. So, you know, this is the energy we can tap into, especially when we clear our karma, and just release, you know, what isn't serving us, energy that isn't serving us. It's like taking off a big backpack just full of bricks, right? That we don't need to carry with us into our next journey, into our next phase of our journey. So where you guys are going is to a very light vibration, right? Like, it's like you don't need to really pack much bags. You pack pretty lightly. It's as if you're about to travel somewhere. Some of you could be, but some of you are definitely could be about to travel somewhere in the multiverse too. This could happen in the astral, but there's a wish fulfillment coming. Okay, look at this, bang, man. Some of you going through that third eye activation, right? You may be doing things that are going to help decalcify your third eye. This is leading to your ascension as well. I feel like some of you are there. You know, you're already there. You've already done that. But look, supernatural ability, okay? And some of you have creative supernatural abilities as well, if you're seeing this message, because I'm seeing this activation you're about to go through, this purging you're going through, it's going to bring in some kind of wish fulfillment, right? So some of you, I feel like just mentioning, you know, decalcifying your third eye is important, because there's a lot of things in this world that, you know, calcify your third eye. You can look this up on the internet. It's not a conspiracy. It's like straight fact, you know. And we got Sirius B. So some of you could be from Sirius B. But see, the thing is with the third eye, you can't like really think for yourself. You know, you'll think like a bit like a bot. If you don't decalcify your third eye. And how do you do that? You switch the water that you're drinking. You know, you want to be drinking purified, preferably like reverse osmosis, you know, mineral purified water. You know, you can drink, you know what's so funny? You know, like your third eye is on. Like, I'll be going into the shopping center and like I see the labels on things, but it's funny because my eye sees different words than are actually on the products. Like, for example, natural spring water. My third eye sees natural tap water. Like, it's things like that. And it happens with many different things that I see in the shops, right? And if your third eye ain't decalcified, it can be very hard for you to like see through the illusion, see the truth. So yeah, water is important. You know, how else can you decalcify your third eye? Meditation. You know, eating purple foods that remind you of blood as well. It's really good for your brain. Like beetroot. It's some beetroot juice in you. Oh my gosh, you're gonna wake up with superpowers tomorrow, man. Popeye was showing us. You see, at your command, I feel like your reality is about to shift. Okay, I'm actually seeing a celebration coming in. Some of you have new friends coming in as well. And these friends could be people that are a wish fulfillment for you. These may be people you meet along your journey, right? Because I'm seeing like you guys will be going down different pathways. Everyone's on a different, you know, journey. But yeah, I'm seeing like new people coming in. So yeah, but I feel like for the most of you, you probably already like, you know, decalcified your third eye. But, you know, it's worth mentioning. It's worth mentioning for those who might be new to it. And yeah, just look it up on the internet, because there's lots of ways you can do it. As a matter of fact, I've written a freaking whole thing about it. I gotta make some videos for you, gang. That's what I really gotta do. But for me, I'm just still getting the hang of like all this since, man, there's freaking like 11,000 people just rocked up on my channel in like 2 weeks time, and it's been a wild ride, you know, and I'm just kind of adjusting to this new reality. So yeah, I appreciate your patience. So yeah, what I'm getting is some of you have soul tribe coming in, okay? I feel like this soul tribe is going to be a reflection of some of the work you've done on yourself, okay? These are soul contracts. Some of you have fulfilled your soul contracts, right? The ones that you signed up for already, and you're releasing them now, burning them up, right? Because you're all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. But what I'm seeing is like this soul tribe coming in, or these friends coming in. Some of you already have these people around you, right? They could be the ones supporting you through this process. But this is a message for someone that has these people coming in. Okay, these are people that are going to help you develop your character. They're people that you're going to feel very safe with, right? You're going to feel like you can open up with them. You can be honest with them. They're intuitive beings, right? They're tapped into their intuition. They're loyal. They understand the subconscious mind, right? It's something about their perception that you're really going to be able to value. Okay, and I'm seeing some of you got soul tribe coming in that you're about to walk into this manifestation vortex into with, right? Like infinite potential. So some of you, I feel like you are the souls that are meant to be collaborating with other souls, right? Some of you could be very solo as well. So take what resonates. But yeah, it's like there's... it's like some of you are about to either become a guardian or you are a guardian. And some of you, it's like the people you're attracting are guardians, right? You may not know how these people are about to come in, but they are. And they're coming in for your spiritual growth, okay? For the next phase in your journey. For strength and guidance, all that I'm wishing for my friends. Nobody makes it from my end, but I had to bust up the silence. You know you gotta stick by me. Hey, soon as you see the text, reply me. I don't wanna spend time fighting. We got no time, and that's why some of you do need to dance. You know what I mean? Some of you need to do a little shaky, shake it off. Because yeah, this soul tribe coming in, they're here to guide you. They're here to give you strength and guidance, right? And that's all they're going to be wishing for you, right? That's all you're going to be wishing for them. It's just genuine love. Genuine. It's like these people genuinely want to see you happy. They genuinely want to see you succeed. They want to see you become the best version of yourself, right? They won't do anything to try and hinder your spiritual growth or your character development. You know, and you will see that, you will sense that almost immediately when they come through. But yeah, like, you know, some of you could have come from a very, just the fact that I channeled that song, it's like, all that I'm wishing from my friends, nobody makes it from my end. I had to bust up the silence, right? Some of you, maybe you come from a family that it was just very fucking silent. You know, maybe you come from a family, these are those generational curses that, you know, my collective be breaking. You know what I mean? Like, nobody makes it from your end. So maybe where you grew up, maybe not a lot of people make it out of that town. Or maybe some of you grew up in like a hood type of area, you know? Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, I just feel that, you know, you guys could have come from, it's not for everyone, but some of you could have come from just really tough environments, right? Or maybe you were just really different from the people around you. But you are the one that is like busting up the silence, or you're about to bust up the silence, right? Some of you be on that wavelength, okay? Some of you don't, like I'm getting, okay, so like I'm looking up here about drawn to the multiverse. So you guys might be drawn to information about the multiverse, right? You may be drawn to the Merkaba, this symbol. The thing is, it's different for males and females, the way it is. So yeah, anyway, I'll explain that another day. But yeah, talking about time travel, and it says Metatron teaches us how to use our spiritual energy and spiritual power for good while he records our choices in the Akashic records. So like you guys right now, you know, you being monitored, everyone is, but I just feel like you're about to go through some kind of supernatural ability activation. In other words, you're about to get some kind of spiritual gift activate. And this could be different for each of you, but I'm going to pull out this medium deck. If you guys want to know what it is, it's by Lauren Rainbow, John Holland. This is what it's called, the Mediumship Training Deck, okay? So, I've just split that on clairvoyance, right? Some of you could be coming in, your clairvoyance could be about to open up and activate. That could be a thing, right? You could start to dream about the future. You could start to have dreams, you know, deja vu. You know, you dream about the day happening before it happens, and then you live the day out, and you're like, damn, I dreamt about that. You know, some of you, this activation also is an increase in empathy, right? Because empathy is very powerful. So this says, being a good medium requires a strong sense of empathy, which comes from your ability to sense and feel the emotions of a spirit as well as those here in the living. Being empathetic enables you to deliver heart-centered messages from spirit. Okay, so some of you could be becoming mediums, right? Your mediumship abilities could be opening up. Okay, so you definitely need to practice patience with yourselves. You know, some of you're learning how to scan your own energy, how to read your energy versus other people's energy, how to differentiate the difference between your energy and another person's or another spirit's, right? Because this should be real, man. Tell us more about these supernatural abilities that are activating for the collective. It's a big deal, right? It's a big deal, princess, man. There's some kind of royalty in the house. So you see, like on top of that, there is like some kind of monitoring going on, okay? Because this divine light is man, it's anchoring in, and there ain't nothing they can do to stop it. But see how I just got hit then, like energetically? Because for some of you, like it's like a punch to the gut. Like it could be a punch to the gut for somebody that you got superpowers, man. You know, we all have superpowers. So we have loved one out here. But I feel like for some of you, this could be a loved one that's just monitoring you very heavily. Monitoring your light, your journey, your ascension very heavily. Yeah, like a family member. Family members are not who you think they are. Oh, shit. Okay, it could be an ex-boyfriend for some of you. Right? Someone's definitely very manipulative mentally, and I'd say just be careful, you know. Don't let anybody aggravate you. If you know, like if you hear something and you're trying to focus on something and you hear like a noise and it distracts you, do you know what that is a sign of? That's a sign that you need to meditate. You know, because like even distractions, right? Even distractions shouldn't be something that can trigger you or throw you into a freaking hissy fit, you know what I mean? Where you be like sending negative energy towards a thing, a person, because they're distracting you, right? This is about mastery of your own energy. But yeah, Spirit is saying some of you are really about to come into sync with Soul Tribe within a few days. I'm hearing within a few weeks for some of you. This could be within a few months, but it's coming in very quickly, okay? You're going to consider yourself very, very lucky because 777 is out here. 7777 is out here, all right? I keep hearing, I'm all the way up, all the way up. All right, so what's happening for some of you is with this karma clearing, it also means ego death. You know what I mean? Let me go get my freaking big... I'll teach you something, gang. I'll teach you something, alright? I probably should make another video, but this is a big... You can't really see it, but it's something I drew like last year, and it's talking about ego death and like what happens when you go through an ego death energetically, so you can understand it. So what happens when you're going through an ego death is like old energy is released, which is like core wounds and layers, while new soul energies start to integrate into your field. You may even have the sensation that you're dying or that you're very alone, or, you know, intense ego death includes physical symptoms, unusual pains, and muscle twitches. Okay? And what is most important is that when you're going through an ego death, you probably can't see properly there, but I've drawn like 3 different people, 3 different boxes. And it's like there's matrix numbers around them, right? The one in the middle is when you're going through the ego death. So what happens is like you unplug, right, from the matrix, and your manifestations come to a halt. Right? Manifesting cannot happen while you're unplugged. This can cause major freakouts as well, because like you're trying to discover who you are and what you want to do, but it can cause you to really, really freak out. Because like if you imagine your matrix, it's just like it goes into 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It goes into reboot mode. Right? But once you come out of it, you come out of it with like wings, like this little fairy here. And there, she's back in, she or he is back in the matrix, 100, 100, 100. You got numbers, right? But this is your new ego matrix with high vibrational and integrated soul energy, which activates multiple gifts. It activates your new dream matrix, and your new dream matrix is downloaded into your system. So what happens is once you get out of it, you've officially evolved into a higher vibration, and that's what I feel like is going on for you guys. It's just interesting that I happen to have this sitting there, but you know, when you're going through ego deaths like this, I feel like some of you are, you know, experiencing trials, experiencing things that are burdening you, right? But this is because there's karma clearing, right? It might feel very heavy. The people around you might feel very heavy, but, you know, these are symptoms. Symptoms during a spiritual ego death include feeling like something's very wrong, endlessly searching for what's wrong, unable to define what's wrong, attempting to fix something, anything, unable to control your anxiety. You know, it's hard to make yourself comfortable when you're going through an ego death, right? You may even attempt to return to old habits or old comforts that they don't work anymore, right? So say you used to, like, you know, light up a J, and that would be how you'd relax or connect with spirit. It's not going to work anymore once you're in an ego death, you know, like unplugged, because it's like you don't want it. It just doesn't seem to have the same effect, right? You might even feel very emotionally raw with a need to isolate, right? You might feel very different. You might feel iffy about the food and the water that you're drinking, you know, but especially being unable to manifest because your ego matrix is not plugged in. So what I'm saying is, like, you know, the thing is, you could be doing something in your life and then go through an ego death, right? Your ego death could take a day. So for some people, it can last 3 months. Like, it depends. You know, it depends on how you manage your energy during the ego death. I should probably make a whole freaking different video about this, but, you know, you might feel like nothing is the same, like you're really different from everyone else. You might feel disoriented, replaying past scenes over and over again, especially things to do with your family or any trauma you experienced as a child, right? You know, you might even feel like panicking or some sense of urgency and feeling like your personal identity is not there anymore. And that's a big one, right? You may even have, I'm not going to say it, but you may have thoughts of, like, you know, ending things. But it's like you can't function normally, or you feel like you're going crazy or losing your mind. But no, right? No, it's just that you're just going through an ego death, a spiritual ego death, and we all have to do it to come out with wings. You know what I mean? Glittery wings, because before that, what we was under was hypnosis, you know? So I just want to, like, make that really clear for you guys. If that is what you're going through, you know, you're not alone, right? Because some of you really are going through that kind of stuff right now, these ego deaths. But yeah, like, once you get the hang of it, like, and you can feel it, it's just like how you feel a seizure coming on or something. Like, I ain't never had one, but I'd imagine the same way you'd see a seizure coming on, you can identify that you're about to go through an ego death, you know, once you have a few of them, and then you know what to do, right? So what to do is to ground yourself, make sure that you ground yourself, and just go slow, right? And take it easy. You know, if you feel like not going to work, don't go to work. But the thing is, you can really be reborn within like 12 hours, 1 hour, one night. And you can come out a whole different person with a whole different perspective on things. For some people, they make it really hard for themselves because they freak out, and it can take, you know, much longer. It can take like a month. It can take 2 months. It can take 6 months. But if you're really rigid and you don't like to listen to spirit, and you don't welcome in these high vibrational energies, or you resist ego death, what happens is you get hurt physically, because the universe is going to find a way to slow you down so they can help you, bring in these higher vibrational energies, right? So if you got a friend or somebody you know that like they're always getting in accidents or they're always breaking their bones and stuff like that, it's because their mind, they're very stubborn, right? They have a very dense ego matrix. And that makes it hard for spirit to talk to them, right? It makes it hard for them to make big changes in their life, which they're probably being called to do deep inside themselves, but you know, they keep pushing it away. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like this is the most painful thing about the ego death is that, you know, memories come up to be healed. But I always like to remind people that these memories, they're just holograms, right? The only thing that's attaching you to the memories is your emotions, right? Your emotional attachment to it is what makes it painful. You know, you think about something that happened to you in the past and think about the emotion, right? The emotions follow the thoughts. So you think about a memory and all of a sudden your stomach feels yuck, you know? And you just, what your ego is going to do is try to avoid it, right? But the ego is protecting your shadow, right? And your shadow, like simply put, it's just a part of you. It's like it's like the inner child inside of you that's just full of rage, like full of desires that it never got to express, right? Never got to experience. You know, like say you were born really poor and all you wanted to do was just know what it was like to be like the rich kids across the street. You know, like it's just an example, right? But it can really make you feel like that, like, oh, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, okay. So the main point of this is I just want to give you guys a bit of guidance, I suppose, you know, moving forward, because, you know, your energy is going to stabilize. And the thing is, some of you might have already found yourself starting to be very, like trying to put yourself first, whether you're doing it privately or, you know, or everybody knows about it. It's like you're putting yourself first. I feel so much heat coming up in my face during this. You know, like some of you might even be like embarrassed to just be yourself. You know what I mean? You know, it's fucking embarrassing, man. Like, but guess what? Embarrassment is just an emotion. You know, this is why I sit on this channel and I try to lead by example, because though you can feel really uncomfortable sometimes, you know, your body is going to react in different ways to different emotions. But the whole point is, like, there's a difference between, you know, courage and confidence, right? Like, I saw this beautiful lady on TikTok say that the other day. Her name's Jen, and she was saying, like, courage is when you feel fear and you do something anyway, right? But confidence is what you develop over time with practice and practice and practice and skill. And it's so true, because like that's how we get good at things. That's how we get confident, is practice, right? Like for me, like you guys like my singing, right? We love singing over here. But the thing is, I've spent 4,000 hours singing. You know, I've spent time doing one song over and over again with music professionals over and over again for one performance. You know, 100 times, the same song 100 times. But that's discipline, right? And that makes perfect. That makes skill. And that's why, you know, we can all have talents. We all have talents, but to be confident in our talents is to become skilled at our talents. And to become skilled, we must put in time. We must put in effort. We must try, you know, even if we're afraid. You know, because there's certain things that, you know, your soul and your heart want in this world, and it knows how to get them. It's just that it's the fears that can block us from getting this, the fear that stands between us and the thing that we want, or the person that we want to become, right? So I don't know why I'm getting this, but some of you, it's really interesting, but someone may have just started smoking again. Right, this may be for this person named Jessie, or someone else, okay? Someone just started smoking again, okay? And it's because you met somebody that you just started sleeping with, right? It's like there's a lot of lust between you and that person, okay? This is something that you might not notice or see, but this person has a monitoring spirit on them, and they don't have good intentions toward you, all right? That's just a side message for someone, okay? Maybe you think this person's your twin flame. No, they're twin pain, baby. That's what they are, twin pain. Twin pain in your ancestors. Oh, someone's ancestors are saying, yeah, no, like this is like some divine freaking assistance right now, okay? If that's you, just know that that person actually wants to get revenge on you. Twin pain, not twin flame, okay? You need to trust in your gifts. You have powerful gifts. Yeah, and they see what I'm talking about? Like your addictions, man. They're telling me to just start talking. This is the thing with addictions, right? This is why we're talking about creative energy too, because creative energy is very, very powerful. There's nothing you can do to stop it from freaking flowing through this universe. There's nothing, right? But you got to manage it well, especially if you're a creative soul. Creative people are very prone to falling into addiction. And the reason being is because they don't manage their energy well, right? Creative people have a lot of sexual energy. They have a lot of just life force energy running through them. And if they're not managing it in a way that is constructive and healthy, then they fall into addiction, right? So, doing things that you love, but like things like exercise, just going for a walk every day, breath work, meditation, self-care, self-love, journaling, writing down affirmations every day, right? This is why I talk about the 369 method all the time, because it really does help charge up your energy field when you're consistently doing something every day or every couple of days for yourself to channel your creative energy, okay? Because it's not just that, it's also psychic energy, because what it blocks is your ability to just know, right? You just know things in your gut. That's why they say, I just got this feeling in my gut, It's claircognizance. It's a psychic ability. It's a very powerful gift. And you can't let addiction, it's a tough monster. You know what I mean? It's an extremely powerful motherfucking demon, thing to conquer. That's a whole different thing to talk about. But what I'm saying is, your addictions can block your gifts, right? And you have powerful gifts, extremely powerful gifts. And the addictions can disguise themselves as something that's helping you enhance your gifts, but it's not, right? For a lot of people, their lives just go straight up if they just stop with their addictions. But it's easier said than done sometimes. The only thing is, you've got to replace one habit with another habit, maybe two different habits. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But yeah, I feel like I think I'm gonna leave that there. I might start a different message, okay? But yeah, we got an exciting event. That's really what you guys have to know. I feel like I've just been talking your ear off, but really what you need to know is a very exciting event is coming in. Okay, you're all the way up, down, all the way up, shit. Yeah, you better take care. All you gotta do is just take care of you. I'll take care of you. I know you've been hurt by someone else. I can tell by the way you carry yourself. But if you let me, here's what I'll do. I'll take care of you. I'll take. But no, gang, like, for real, some of you, you got somebody that's just like perverted, that cheated on you, and they know you're magical. You know you're magical, right? You might have moved away from someone that cheated on you. I don't know who this is for, but, keep being invisible to your enemies, right? Pray to God that you're invisible. Make me invisible. Make me invisible to my enemies. You know what I mean? Remove anything from my life that is not for me, right? This is why. Because people be psychically attacking. Because you know why people be psychically attacking? Because you go through an upgrade. It happens. It's just the way it goes, right? It's just the way it goes. Once you really unplug, you see the pattern. It happens every fucking time. So like the next thing, once you get used to it, you just be like, oh man, I'm having a really, man, everything's just going wrong today. And the thing is, most people would just be like, oh, fuck this all. Why does the universe hate me? Why is it doing this to me? Right? But I'm telling you right now, gang, when shit goes really bad like that, seriously, you gotta start clapping, you gotta start smiling, you gotta start saying thank you. Because it means something new is about to come into your life. You're about to upgrade, right? Things are being rearranged and organized for you. So like the energies just have to switch a little bit, and what seems like a bad day one day will turn into a blessed year. You know what I mean? So when negative things happen, just make sure you smile, right? And if you be angry at it, like I'm saying, meditation, you know, it's up to us to master ourselves and master our reactions to things. It really is. Okay? I feel like you guys are about to be going up to a much, much higher vibration if you're seeing this message, and I really hope that it helps those of you who it's for and who it resonates with. Froggy says, we love you so much. We also want to just say thank you so much for all the nice comments you guys have been commenting about my voice. You're so, so sweet. And yes, I will be bringing in some music into this channel very soon. Thanks to all of you guys, we're gonna be able to do that, and it's just very exciting. It's all very exciting. So we got lots more wonderful content coming, and I just look forward to what's to come, you know, for this whole family. There's many more exciting news coming, so I'll just I won't say too much, but I'll just leave it there. Froggy says bye. Bye, gang. Have a beautiful day or night.